Learn English through story. The Mirror of Truth. In the small town of Ardenshire, nestled beside a sprawling forest, lived a blacksmith named Duncan. Renowned for his skill, Duncan crafted weapons and tools that were both beautiful and functional. He was a man of integrity, admired by his neighbors for his honesty and dedication. Despite his contentment, Duncan often felt a longing for something more. His work, though fulfilling, left him yearning for a deeper purpose. He pondered this as he toiled at his forge, the rhythmic pounding of his hammer offering a meditative backdrop to his thoughts. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and cast a golden glow over the town, a stranger arrived at Duncan's smithy. The man was tall and cloaked in mystery, his eyes gleaming with a knowledge that seemed ancient. "I've heard of your remarkable skill," the stranger said, his voice smooth and commanding. "I seek your expertise for a unique commission." Curious, Duncan set down his hammer and listened. The stranger introduced himself as Alaric, a scholar and collector of rare artifacts. He presented a challenge unlike any Duncan had faced before. "I wish for you to forge a mirror," Alaric explained, "but not just any mirror. This mirror must reflect the true nature of those who gaze into it. It should reveal their innermost selves, their virtues, flaws, and secrets." Duncan was intrigued but cautious. Such a task is beyond the realm of ordinary craftsmanship. It borders on the mystical. Alaric nodded. "Indeed, but I believe you possess the skill in the heart to create such an object. I will provide you with enchanted materials to aid in your endeavor." With a mix of excitement and apprehension, Duncan agreed to the commission. Alaric handed him a pouch containing rare metals and crystals that shimmered with an otherworldly light. As the scholar departed, Duncan began to work, his mind racing with possibilities. For weeks, Duncan labored tirelessly, blending his traditional techniques with the magical properties of the materials. He poured his heart and soul into the creation, forging and refining until the mirror began to take shape. It was a beautiful piece, framed in ornate silver and polished to a flawless shine. Yet, it was not the mirror's physical beauty that captivated Duncan, it was the anticipation of its power. The day finally came to test the mirror. Duncan stood before it, hesitating for a moment before taking a deep breath and gazing into its surface. What he saw left him speechless. The reflection was not just of his outer appearance but of his true self. He saw his dedication to his craft, his love for his community, and his unwavering honesty. But he also saw his hidden fears and insecurities, the doubts that plagued him in the quiet moments of the night. Duncan stepped back, humbled by the mirror's revelation. He realized that the mirror's power was both a gift and a responsibility. He decided to share it with his fellow townspeople, believing that it could bring about a greater understanding and harmony within the community. Word of the mirror spread quickly, and soon people from all walks of life came to see their true selves. Some approached with trepidation, others with curiosity. The mirror's reflections varied as some saw their kindness and generosity, while others were confronted with their greed and deceit. One of the first to gaze into the mirror was Mayor Alden, a man respected for his leadership but whispered about for his rumored corruption. As he looked into the mirror, the town gathered around, eager to see the truth. The mirror revealed not just his public persona but the dishonesty that had tainted his leadership. The crowd murmured in shock, and Alden, visibly shaken, fled the scene. The mirror's revelations continued, each reflection sparking conversations and self-reflection. Some faced their truths with humility and a desire to change, while others reacted with denial and anger. The mirror had become a catalyst for transformation, but it also brought tension and conflict. As the weeks passed, Duncan noticed a change in the town's atmosphere. The initial fascination with the mirror began to give way to unease. People grew wary of facing their truths and of the truths revealed about others. The mirror had sown seeds of distrust alongside those of enlightenment. One evening, a group of townspeople, led by a vocal critic named Gavin, approached Duncan. "This mirror is tearing our community apart," Gavin declared. "It's causing more harm than good. We demand that you destroy it." Duncan, though understanding their concerns, felt conflicted. The mirror reveals the truth, and truth, though painful, can lead to growth and understanding. Gavin shook his head. "Not all truths are meant to be known. Some secrets should remain hidden. If we are to preserve our unity, the mirror must go." That night, Duncan sat alone in his workshop, contemplating the mirror. He had created it with the hope of fostering honesty and self-awareness, but it had also brought division and fear. He knew that destroying the mirror would not erase the truths it had revealed, but it might restore a sense of peace to the town. In the early hours of the morning, Duncan made his decision. He gathered the townspeople and, with a heavy heart, announced his intention to dismantle the mirror. "The mirror has served its purpose," he said, "but it is clear that its presence has become a burden. We must learn to seek the truth within ourselves without relying on its reflection." With careful hands, Duncan dismantled the mirror, piece by piece, until it was no more than a collection of enchanted shards. He buried the fragments in a secluded part of the forest, hoping that their magic would fade over time. In the days that followed, the town began to heal. People, having faced their truths, started to rebuild their relationships and their trust in one another. Mayor Alden, humbled by his experience, stepped down and worked to make amends for his past actions. The town elected a new leader, one chosen not for their facade but for their integrity and commitment to the community. Duncan returned to his forge, his heart lighter despite the loss of the mirror. He understood now that true change came not from the revelations of an enchanted object but from the willingness of people to face their truths and strive for betterment. Years passed, and the story of the Mirror of Truth became a legend in Ardenshire. It was told and retold, not as a tale of magic, but as a lesson in self-awareness and the power of honesty. The mirror's legacy lived on in the hearts of those who had gazed into it, reminding them that true understanding began from within. And so, Duncan continued to craft his wares, each piece a testament to the lessons he had learned. His forge, once the birthplace of an enchanted mirror, now produced works of art that embodied the values of integrity and humility. The town of Ardenshire thrived, not because of the magic it had once known, but because of the truths its people had embraced. In the end, Duncan realized that the Mirror of Truth had not truly been destroyed. Its essence lived on in the hearts of the people, guiding them toward a future built on the foundations of honesty, understanding, and a shared commitment to growth. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you enjoyed, then please like and share this video and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Thank you for watching.